I've come to Windsor Castle because I've got a very rare opportunity to do two things at once. I'm able to look at paintings, drawings, watercolours, cartoon prints, and also look at the documents behind them. So it's the Royal Collection and the Royal Archives. And together they tell a complete story of what the thing was, how it was bought, how it was acquired into the Royal Collection, and then sometimes how it left and even came back again. And that kind of 360-degree history is extremely rare. And so to do it today at Windsor Castle is such a treat. I've always been interested in hidden histories. I think that the way lived history works is completely different from the history you sometimes read on the page, which is simply facts and figures. And this is why the Royal Collection is so important, because all its artefacts, as well as those in the Royal Archives, tell those stories of lived history. One of the reasons I love radio is because it uses the imagination, that when the presenter is describing a book, the listener is imagining it. And the imagination is a very powerful thing. And it allows us to take something which might look quite boring, for example, a bill of sale. But that bill of sale tells a story. It could be about a nation at war selling off artifacts. It could be about a nation coming together and reacquiring those artifacts. But just the piece of paper itself is nothing until you give it a story. My great hope for all the listeners is that they will come away understanding that how history works is much more interesting, but also complicated than a simple narrative on the page, and that it's by using and examining and loving these living artifacts that in this case happen to live in the Royal Collection and the Royal Archives that you get to see how things really work.